Hey, it's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Number 9, idea number 9. Idea number 9 is one of many ideas that is rooted in critical thinking skills. And it turned out that receiving some information about critical thinking skills and practicing some critical thinking skills was essential for many people who did the workshops and took the self-management class in college. It was particularly useful for people in the anger management training that were in denial. The brain's very helpful in making you blind to some things. Once you convince it that you are such and such and the other people are such and such, the brain's going to help you maintain that notion. So oftentimes, critical thinking skills were actually the first step in breaking through that denial that occurred primarily in men who were adjudicated, both adults and juvenile offenders. So what is it? What is differentiation? It's simple discrimination learning. Imagine how difficult it would be for you to drive if you could not differentiate green and red. So at what point does darkness become light? At what point does pleasure become pain? At what point does an activity become destructive as opposed to creative? At what point does an activity fall in the non-productive category? Being able to differentiate these concepts turns out to be a very important part of your intellectual development. But mainly, it was something that seemed to be lacking in a lot of these individuals, mainly because of their denial. Look, I'm not the problem. I heard this over and over. I'm not the problem. The people that are pissing me off are the problem. And so obviously that wouldn't work very well. So what do? Well, we did little simple activities. First, we did little group activities, and then we did some role plays in which individuals were forced to decide at which point something became destructive. So little Johnny goes and gets drunk and, he crashes his car into a patrol car. Was that destructive or creative? Was that productive or non-productive? And so it sounds like a simple little thing, but it's an important thing, particularly in anger management, being able to differentiate something that is non-productive or destructive. So we did this with emotions and behaviors, but the outcomes of behaviors was usually the point where people began to see, hey, maybe this has something to do with me and things I'm doing and beliefs that I'm holding and things that I can change possibly also. Finding the point of differentiation.